Everyone. Okay. I don't know from where this filter has come. I don't need any filter right now. Okay. Hi, Vandana. Okay. Am I audible? Can someone please tell me, am I audible? मेरी आवाज आ रही है clearly? Am I audible? Can you hear me? Thank you. So, hi everyone. Hello, mommies. Good afternoon. Today, good evening. Today, I am going to have Uh, um, so today I'm going to have a lactational counselor, Ranjani Dinesh, with me, and we are going to have some amazing conversation about breastfeeding. And she is a lactational counselor, and she helps moms and moms to be in understanding the early days of breastfeeding. So I would like to add her in this live, and I think this live is going to be very helpful for the mothers who are into the breastfeeding journey. I will just add her. Hi,
Hi Diksha,
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good too. I'm feeling so happy, talking to you and, being a part of this conversation. I feel so happy.
Yeah, I'm also really lucky to have your conversation.
Same here. How's the baby doing? Because I think it is very difficult to leave the baby and sit for a conversation, I feel. So
Yeah, of course. I just left him with my mother and I just suggested her to take care of him.
I know. So I have two. One is at her friend's place and one another is sleeping. So I also
Mm.
have to, adjust everything
Yeah,
just to, sit here and have a conversation with you.
yeah.
I really want to know, first of all, that how you decided to be a lactational counselor.
Sure, sure. The main part because my breastfeeding journey was really tough. I was clear until my pregnancy and breastfeeding when the baby is in my hands. I just don't know what to do with my baby.
Correct.
Nurses are trying to help me. My mother is helping me, but I don't know what to do. So that's where my extensive thought of being a lactation counselor just started up, and that's how I'm here.
I know. And I think this is a beautiful purpose of your life, which I think came out once you enter motherhood. Right?
Yeah, of course.
I know, as a mother, you see, before a mental wellness coach and you being a lactational counselor, before that we are mothers. So
Yeah.
there's a connection we can actually feel together in this conversation. That motherly instinct is there, right?
Yes, of course.
So I will be having some questions with you. Is
Yeah. Actually, your voice is not audible.
one,
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's no.
one thing I think, which mothers usually have in their head, that is my baby is getting enough milk, like my milk is enough for my baby. So this thought is continuously disturbing them. So
Yeah, of
what do you
course.
want to say about this?
Yeah. Whenever you want to know whether your milk output is enough for the baby, check always the urine count of the baby. If
Okay.
the baby is urinating up to 6 times in 24 hours
Hmm.
and proper weight gain, increasing weight gain also shows that the baby is getting enough breast milk.
Okay, okay, okay. So like urine count can be a, identifying way
Yeah.
of knowing that my baby is getting enough milk.
Yes. Urine count as well as the proper weight gain, increasing weight gain.
Yeah, okay, okay. So noted as urine count and the proper weight
Wait.
gain will let me know
Yeah.
that my baby is getting enough milk.
Yes.
One more thing I would like to ask that, for like my even my friends too, and my initial days were also like these that I was very much, it became actually very much difficult, and especially the early days, the breastfeeding journey becomes very painful to mothers. So at
Okay.
that point of time also, for mothers, because again, they don't know what to do. And if it becomes painful, your body is paining and you have to take care of a new human being,
Yeah.
it becomes very difficult for you. So what to do in especially that, yeah.
Yes, always check with the correct breastfeeding positions and go for the good attachment. If it is not
Okay.
working for you and you're not at all confident and you're still gaining the breastfeeding session as painful, then seek the help of the lactation counselor as soon as possible.
Okay, okay. What I did, Ranjana, I would love to share that. I think my milk was, because the baby is very tiny to have the entire milk what mothers produce. Some mothers have, more milk, some produce
Okay.
less milk. So I think I was in a category of producing a lot of milk. So
Okay.
for me, it became very difficult to handle, that milk. So I used to put hot pads on my breast so that it becomes less painful to me, because
Yeah,
that again, those 15-20 days when baby is latching and you are in pain, it becomes very difficult for a mother to concentrate at that point of time.
of course.
It is actually a
If you
bad
are having an
nightmare.
oversupply, then you should have seek the help of the lactation counselor and you can donate the breast milk also. There
Yeah,
are
right.
availabilities and there are babies who is in
Yes.
NICU who is in need of the breast milk.
Yes,
So, who
actually.
are all watching this live, if you are having an oversupply, please connect with some lactation counselor and
Yes.
donate breast milk.
Yeah, that is a very nice thing you just told me, because now if I see, because when I became second time mom, I didn't find this issue, but when I was a first time mom, for me it was very difficult to handle, because my baby, although she used to cluster feed, but she had a very less milk, especially the how much milk I was producing in correlation with my baby was having very less, again. So for me, it was very difficult. Thank you for knowing, telling me this, that I could have donated it. But yes, this is really nice to know. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, the next thing I want to ask that, we don't know when to, give our breast milk, because whenever the baby cries, we think the baby is hungry, and, we just think of, giving milk at that point of time. So how many times the mother should consider, okay, now my baby is hungry and now the baby is crying only for the milk. So how many times we have to provide milk?
Okay, as long as the baby grows, baby will be in need of more energy. So you
Hmm.
need to feed the baby whenever the baby seems hungry. There are
Okay.
hunger cues. You can see
Okay.
them. They are visiting like this and searching for your breast. If you see
Right.
like that, then
Right.
it is really a hunger cue and go and feed them.
Yeah. And I think when baby turns 4 or 5 months, for a mother, it becomes easy to understand that, okay, now baby needs milk. But those early days when mother is in the recovery period, at that point of time, for a mother, it becomes very difficult to understand that when to feed.
Yeah, we can always see that the baby is showing the hunger cues. I'll be
Okay.
showing it in my webinars for the pregnant mothers
Yeah.
as well
Okay.
as the postpartum mothers, so
Okay.
that you
Okay.
can clearly understand what are the hunger cues and what are the other situations why the babies are crying.
Okay. Okay. Right. And
Uh, your voice is not audible, Diksha.
so, is there anything that you have this thing that, every 2 hours you should feed your baby? Like in hospital, also some nurses advise moms that every 2 hours you have to feed. So, is there something like that? Like my baby needs milk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, for the sleepy babies, most babies will be sleepy during their newborn stage. If that
Right,
time you
right,
have to feed the baby regularly,
right.
when the baby will show the hunger cues, if you avoided it, the baby will be overtired and go to the sleep
And
mode.
yeah,
So
right, right,
always look for the hunger cues
right.
actively.
This is very helpful because my baby early days, the second one, used to sleep for like 5 hours, and I used to feel no, I don't have to, maybe the baby will be thirsty. So there are
Of
so many
course.
thoughts. Yeah, so there are so many thoughts which mothers are not, able to understand at early stage, because again, I will say they are also in a recovery period. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is also very helpful that, understand the hunger cues, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the next question is, I am very bad at it. Being a, mother of two, I am very bad at it. That how many, how can I pump my, breast milk and store it nicely? Because I was very bad at it, so I have no idea about this.
Okay, there are a lot of ways to express the breast milk. You can use the hand expression also, and
Okay.
always store the expressed breast milk in a clean container so that it is not contaminated by any other bacteria in the surroundings.
Okay. So, and how we can store the breast milk?
Yeah, you can store the breast milk in a container, clean the container. Room temperature, we can keep the breast milk for 4 hours, and you're keeping the breast milk and expressed breast milk in the refrigerator for 4 days. We can use it.
And
And
how to
whenever
like
you take out of
right.
the refrigerator, you should not re-keep it. You should use with the baby, and you should not again keep it in the fridge.
Okay, once it comes in the
Comes
contentment,
out of the fridge, it just goes
it
to the
is not
baby.
supposed to.
Otherwise, it will go to the dustbin.
And how to reuse it, like how, because again the temperature will be so high
Yeah.
if I refrigerate
Yeah.
it, how to reuse it again for the baby?
There are methods. Double boiling method you can use. That is called as
Okay.
starving, and you
Mm.
can use the double boiling method and make the milk coming to the room temperature. Don't overheat or don't heat the breast milk directly. It will kill the antibodies in the breast milk.
Yeah, understood that, I understood. But if I as a I'm just talking to you as a, like, two mothers talking,
Yeah.
so maybe my questions could be silly somehow.
Yeah, sure.
But there's a thought, as every mother has their own, instincts for their child, I feel. Me, I as a mother, I feel that I keep breastfeeding very simple, keeping my baby with me and just, latching direct the my nipple only. So how much like, say that mother should follow this rule, or you advise pump more? Like, what is your thought on this?
Direct breastfeeding is the major concern to for a baby to have the attachment with the mother. So go for the direct breastfeeding as long as possible for you.
Possible. Yes, yes. Because from my side, I feel that direct, direct, that skin to skin and
Connection.
the baby
Yeah.
saliva on the nipple
Yeah.
makes, I think, a very beautiful journey for a mother also, if they can.
Yes.
So my side is more that as per as you can keep breastfeeding more easy. From my side, I am basically, say that direct should be always, the
Yes.
first priority, I feel.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, one more thing. Can I combine formula and breast milk?
For most of the babies, we don't recommend actually. As
Okay,
long as the baby is growing well and the weight gain chart is proper and it is an increasing weight, we don't recommend the formula.
formula.
Exclusively breastfeed the baby until 6 months and
Mm.
continue the breastfeeding till 2 years along with the complementary foods.
Yeah, right, right. Even my, firstborn was having my breast milk when she turned 3. For me, it was very difficult to make her understand, detach that detachment phase, which we say
Okay,
that it
weaning
becomes
phase.
very, yeah, very difficult for me. So she
Okay.
left my breast milk when the second baby, I was pregnant with my second child. So I made
Wow.
her understand ki Driya, now mama is having another baby, and whenever you, snatch, and whenever you like have my milk, no, mama feels little painful. So slowly and gradually she leave. I think early days are also difficult for moms, and when the babies we
Second baby
want,
arrives.
yes, that time also it becomes very difficult when you want it, and now I don't want to breastfeed my baby. I think this time is also very difficult for a mom and for a child.
course. Of
Yeah,
course, of course. It is really a difficult task for weaning off. Actually, I'm also looking forward into it.
I know.
My baby
I
is 2
think.
year old now.
Oh,
He's
you
2 year
have
old.
a boy, na? He's two
Yeah.
years, and he
Yes.
breastfeeds right now.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
continuing.
that is great. Now I think it will be more difficult for you to, that detachment phase will come out as a difficulty.
Yeah. That I felt like that would be like a teary journey for me.
I know for me
At
it
that
was
patient
too.
counselor, I just don't want to leave him to leave him from my breast as well.
I know. But I feel early days even it looks hectic to us whenever we breastfeed, and especially for 2 years, for 3 years. If I look back when my firstborn was having breast milk, for me now I see, oh my God, now she's so big. Now she doesn't demand my breast milk. This thought again, comes
Okay.
again and again in my mind. Oh, that time I used to feel so tired. No, with when she was having breast milk. Now, though, I miss that phase when firstborn was having the breast milk. So I
Yeah.
think mothers are full of cluttering thoughts.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. One last question I will ask that, do I need to pump my breast milk to keep that supply on?
Yeah, if you are a working mother and you were unable to feed the baby directly, then you should pump. It is essential.
Okay, okay. And there are moms, babies are cluster feeding, but somehow if they provide formula to them, there's a again thought that, okay, although she used to have breast milk again and again, but this time if I'm giving formula, because every mother has their own space to decide what to give, what not to give. So if at that point of time, if they provide, formula, this thought again, comes again and again in their mind that do I need to, pump my breast milk at that point of time when my baby is having formula, even if they are not working?
Yeah, if the mother feels tired or she needs to hand over it to other someone, then she can use the expressed milk to the baby. Uh, I usually suggest don't go with the formula or other artificial feeds. Exclusive breastfeeding until 6 months is necessary, and it is
Necessary.
the healthy way of growing the baby.
And but if baby is having breast milk for the entire day, only if, like one time, if the baby has formula, is there any problem in it?
Why should we go for the formula if the breastfeeding is going well?
Yeah, right. For some mothers, I'm sorry, Ranju, for
Sure,
having
sure,
lots of
sure.
questions,
No, it's
because I
fine.
think the audience will, of course, some of my questions maybe someone can connect.
Of
So,
course.
mothers have this thought that because the baby is cluster feeding a lot, because again, newborn stage, mothers are also on the level of
Fine.
cortisol. They don't know the stress level is so high. So, that stress level again comes to the baby, and the baby cluster feed a lot. At that point of time, for a little bit of rest, mothers recommend, or the society or doctors somehow recommend that you can give formula only for once. Even if mothers are giving formula, they are feeling guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
they are.
what a true mother shows actually. You can express the breast milk if you are not at all interested in giving the formula, and don't give the formula actually if you are having a good breast milk supply. Just express
Yeah.
the breast milk and give to the caretaker and let them feed the baby and take the rest.
Okay. One more thing that mothers have this thought, because if the baby is cluster feeding, they think that my again milk is not enough. That's why the baby is trying to snatch again and again so that the baby can have much enough milk the baby's body needs. So that also, when the baby is cluster feed, mother thinks that I'm not having enough milk. At
Okay.
that point,
Maximum cluster feeding starts when you are not giving your breast properly to the baby. When the baby is getting the foremilk as well as the hind milk from the breast, the baby will
okay,
detach itself from the breast. So you won't get the cluster feed confusions and all.
okay. Um, I have so many questions again, but I think, but I think because I am, right now I am like all those mothers who suffer in the early days. So I am, asking the questions as per their consent. So I'm sorry if I'm asking the
Sure,
questions
sure.
repeatedly.
Sure.
So yeah, but the resources you provided us, the things you told us, they are really helpful. And I would suggest, even if you also want to ask any questions related the mental wellness, I am there for you.
Sure, sure. See, I have a list actually. Okay,
No
I'll start
problem,
it.
no problem.
Yeah,
Go for it. Go for it.
it is tough for a mom to get the sleep. So a mom asked me like, I get hardly a little amount of sleep. How to cope up with my sleepless nights?
I know, I know. So, I would say that sleepless nights are the biggest issue a mom have in this, especially in early days, because the mother is not aware that my postpartum will come up with this, this dangerous nights, I would say, because I have no idea that this sleepless night will be the major issue for me. So what we do, Ranjana, what is my idea behind sleepless nights is we prepare moms first of all in pregnancy only that this is going to happen.
Hmm.
Something which you don't know arises for you, it becomes very difficult to accept that.
Yeah.
This fact, we have to accept this fact that my nights will not be the same.
Hmm.
And instead of begrudging that, I should get 8 hours of sleep, I should get 6 hours of sleep, your mind is, preparing you to release those hormones which are not good for your body because you are begrudging that thing again and again that, I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm not getting enough sleep. So, what we advise is instead of investing in your sleep, because again it is going to disturb, invest in rest. So rest
Okay.
when the baby sleeps. People say that sleep when the baby sleeps. So just this thought will kill you again and again. Yeah, if you think that I need to sleep when the baby sleeps, but again there will be so many other tasks to do when the baby sleeps. So we advise that rest when the baby sleeps. For example, if baby is sleeping for 45 minutes in a window, for example, so in that 45 minutes, a mother can do a 20 minutes yoga nidra, or a
Okay.
mother can take 20 minutes of power nap or a 20 minutes of just listening to music and lying down on the bed. So these are the small things we suggest to a mother, that rest when the baby sleeps instead of begrudging again and again that I'm not getting enough sleep. So this is what we
Wow.
advise.
That's really a wonderful answer. Actually, it helps a lot of mothers.
Yeah,
And I have another question.
please,
Um,
please.
okay, mother is asking that I feel lonely sometimes, and how do I handle this emotion?
Again, I would say that loneliness is again a part of motherhood because all of your friends, they are not mother, or maybe they were a mom, so now their kids are grown up. So you
Grown
are not able to connect with those moms, those friends which are not mothers right now. So yeah, again, loneliness also is a part of motherhood which nobody talks about. So here we suggest, Ranjana, that seek out for help, seek out to your friends, call your friends. And if you're feeling that today I am feeling lonely, let's just give a call to my friend. Maybe the conversation will help me boost. So, these are small stuff we, suggest to a mom that if she's feeling lonely, what she likes to do. Try doing that. To whom she likes talking, so in our sessions, what we do, we prepare the mom in pregnancy only. So we provide a
Okay.
journal and ask, okay, who do you think you can talk when you want to laugh? Who do you think you should talk to? So mother
Wow.
writes the name. So these are the small mindful tricks we apply in pregnancy. So when she arrives the postpartum phase, she has this thing in mind. Okay, so right now I am feeling very lonely. Let's just call that friend who used to make me laugh. So these
Wow.
are the small things we suggest to mothers.
Really, really, I just didn't believe like this thought, which can really help a mother actually to overcome the
Yeah.
loneliness. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Then I have a final question.
Yeah, please.
How can I take small breaks myself
Okay.
without feeling guilty that I'm leaving the baby?
Yeah, see the three questions you asked. I feel sleepless nights and feeling loneliness and feeling guilty. These
Yeah.
three things are the major part of motherhood. At the top of it, these three floats actually
Hmm.
together: loneliness, sleepless nights, guilty. So again, for any way you feel guilty for, sparing some time for yourself. So I would say that self care is very important for a mother because you're not only nurturing the baby, you have to nurture your own self. So what you are giving outside, you have to give yourself inside also. So you should never feel guilty about sparing some time for yourself. So, you need to take out these thought that, when I feel happy. For example, if you talk about me, I feel happy, when I'm reading a book. I feel happy when I'm chanting, like whenever I sit and spiritually chant, I feel happy. I feel happy by, writing down my emotions. So these are the small things which I like, and whenever I am taking out time for myself, I, try to doing these stuff. So first of all, that guilty you yourself has to realize that I am important too in this journey. It is not only about the baby, it is about me also. So you have to take out some things that you can do, maybe journaling, you can read a book, or you can make a cup of tea for yourself, and just by looking the sky, by looking to some plants, you can have your tea. So these are the small self care which you can only decide what is best for me. Maybe looking at the plants is not a self care for another mom.
Yeah.
So you only have to, take out these small stuff which you think are, can be a self care for you. So
Yeah.
this is also we try in pregnancy only that, we actually help the mother in understanding her own mindset first. Then only
Mm.
she will be able to understand what baby is trying to communicate.
Of course, it is really, really useful, and I just connected it somehow. When I was feeling guilty during my old days, I just write it out. Why I'm feeling guilty? I just don't want to let the baby, so I'll write it down and I'll just swipe it off so that it just gone from my mind and
Yes,
I'll be
yes.
relaxed actually.
Yes, but that is so good that you knew that writing your thought will help you just releasing
Yeah,
it. So many of mothers doesn't know. They are not
that's
aware
nice.
of, how writing will help my brain, how writing will help in releasing my emotions. So you were
Mm.
very lucky that because if I talk about my first pregnancy and first postpartum, it was horrible because I had
Okay.
no idea of how to cope up. I was very young and the COVID was going on. I had no help. I had nobody around just to guide me what to do. So I
Okay.
think mothers preparing themselves as early as possible, because if we talk about lactation, I think in early days of motherhood, no mom wants to understand that how to breastfeed. But what if we prepare mothers before they deliver?
Before time. Yeah.
At that point of time, your learning will, for them, it becomes easy to understand.
Mhm. Yes, yes, yes. And that's why I started my special program to the pregnant mothers actually. That is it is something like that we are preparing for the exams in before day
Yes, yes.
so that we can write the exam well.
Yeah, and for now, Ranjana, nobody's preparing us for motherhood. For me, it was very
Yeah.
shocking in pregnancy. I used to feel I'm going to have this big transformative journey of my life, and I have nobody to just let me know that what am I supposed to do. For me, these questions were very, difficult to digest. That what is this going on? I am feeling so lonely. I am not feeling to cope up with my emotions, and I have nobody to help. And
Yeah.
that is the reason I started postpartum pathways, that I really
Mhm.
want parents should understand before they deliver.
Of course, of course. It is really essential for me also. Actually, though I just crossed these days, it is really helpful that your ideas and your visions are really helpful for every mother to overcome that feeling of loneliness, guilty, as well as their
The
overcoming the
sleepless
sleepless
nights.
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. And I to request every mother that, prepare yourself a bit in terms of breastfeeding, because again, that is a very big part of motherhood and it takes a lot of energy, lot of emotional, up and down. So I think I suggest all the mothers to, prepare yourself before you deliver. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd also suggest the postpartum care of the motherhood of the mother is also essential to grow with the baby and to continue
Yes.
the breastfeeding also.
Yes. So, mothers consider that they are the biggest giver. Yes, they are the biggest giver, but they need that, power, that proper
Yeah.
nutrition,
That that
that,
strength
yes,
actually.
yes, yes, the same care which they want to deliver, even they also need that.
Yes, yes.
But it was
Every
very
mother
nice
is
talk.
born with the baby actually. So we always there will be words like that. The baby is born as well as the mother is also born.
Mother is
So
also.
baby has to be nourished as well as the mother has to be nourished.
Yes, yes, yes. That is really helpful. And I would suggest that once again we should go on a life together so that we can have more conversation. It was
Yeah, sure.
very nice talking to you, very nice. And I am so happy that I found a friend who is a lactation counselor and will help me, of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Diksha.
Thank you so much. It was really nice having, spending this time with
Yeah.
you. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Diksha.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.